while it's one life, and a lot of people talk about work-life balance, I think it's really all about work-life harmony. But let's go back to the different spheres of our life. We have our health, and we have our home life, and we have our personal life, and we have our work life. And there are certain coaches that we're willing to engage in certain realms. And there's other coaches that for some reason, it seems like because of that realm, like you don't want to engage with them. So, I've seen people willing to get an interior designer to help them design their house, or willing to get them, willing to, bring on board a personal trainer to get their health better. But then there's this weird reticence to like get a coach in this area of their life that they spend most of their waking hours in to elevate their careers. What do you think is in there? Why don't people have that same thought about coaching in careers as they have in health? And you know what I'm saying? It's a bizarre dynamic.
I have a trainer. It's what's kept me sane, virtually on Zoom during this whole time, the pandemic, when I wasn't going to the gym. I think the best leaders do have a coach.
I agree with
I
you.
don't know of a great CEO that doesn't have one. And it's because there used to be a stigma, I'd say, like 20, 30 years ago, around, coaching was meant you were on your way out, and it's like a last ditch effort to try to fix you.
Got it.
But the best companies realize that it is like athletic training, that it is like, the guide by your side, and they do believe in it, and they have coaching cultures. And in fact, many companies like Intel have already created their own internal coaching bench where they choose good leaders to become coaches as on a part-time basis. Wow. And they employees not in their business unit, to avoid any conflicts of interest and keep psychological safety, can choose one of the coaches and have a regular coaching relationship. And I know several of them because they were in my graduate coaching program, and they're just wonderful people. So that's one example. And there are other companies that have done it as well. And I think, frankly, as we move more and more towards AI and jobs getting automated, that our routine and the jobs are preserved that require independent judgment and thinking and all of the qualities that make us very special as human beings, coaching is even more important. I hired coaches myself whenever I took a big job. So some of those that I mentioned to you, and I did it whether the company paid for it or not. One thing I'll mention is I don't think that compliance officers ask HR enough whether it is a benefit that's offered, because I know it's a benefit that's offered to almost every other function at a certain level. And sometimes, but they won't advertise it.